All right, everybody. Good morning. This is D Max. So let's talk about this thing with the Lakers going on. You got Anthony Davis and you have Dwight Howard getting into a fight on the bench at the game last night, and they still lost. So what's going on in this Lakers locker room so early in the season that you got these guys feeling like they have to show their frustrations in front of the whole crowd? So early in the season, we're 2 games in and they're already having these issues in the locker room. Me personally, I thought it was going to be Russ and Rondo was going to square up first if anybody squared up like that. But turns out it's Dwight and it's what's my man AD. So we got the big man having an issue. Now I seen last night another clip where Dwight Howard was getting up in JaVale McGee's face and trying to talk smack with JaVale McGee. But you look at JaVale McGee, man, JaVale's got rings, JaVale has experience, and he's doing the things that these guys wish they could do right now. They're not in the position to do the things that JaVale McGee is doing. So I feel like Dwight need to sit down, AD need to sit down and have a conversation instead of running up on each other like that in such a way because both of them are very brittle. AD is hurt prone all the time. Dwight Howard is soft as some wet toilet paper. So they both better sit down somewhere before they end up on injured reserve. And we know how easily that can happen with these two players. So they might want to think about getting into anything physical with each other, knowing how that goes. But you know, I understand, temperatures rise, but this brings about a question. And the real question is this: can LeBron lead these guys? Can LeBron take all of these larger than life personalities and get them under wraps and get them in check whenever things like this happen? What's going to take place in that locker room after these games like this where everybody's frustrated and you clearly have your two big men having a problem with each other, which is definitely something that is not going to be able to continue on throughout the season because you have to have continuity in your team and you have to have that team cohesion in order for you to be able to dig deep in those games where you're behind and really, really get behind each other. That's where that camaraderie and all of that stuff comes into play because you want to do it not just for yourself, but for your teammate and your comrade. But if they don't have that type of camaraderie and they're all playing as individuals, then you're going to see a disaster happen this season with the Lakers. And it's already starting off that way because LeBron does not have enough respect from these guys to be able to get them in check. We know he can't like supersede Rondo. We know that he's not going to tell Russ what to do, and he may have some influence over AD and Dwight and guys like that. But there's guys on that team that like LeBron, you're not gonna tell me what to do because you a man just like me. At the end of the day, you put your pants on one leg at a time, just like I do. So LeBron's not going to be able to um, have any leverage over these guys, so to speak. So how is he going to be able to control these situations that's taking place like this, where you got guys fighting on the bench with each other during the game? That kills player morale. That kills team morale. And so now we have an issue that the front office is going to have to sit down with these guys and hash out. But LeBron, as the captain of the team, really has to get these guys together and see what they can do as well. So we're gonna look and see what LeBron is gonna do because this right here is going to put his leadership skills on display, if anything. And if he don't step up to the plate and this turns out to be a disaster, then well, that next championship they're looking at may be a far fetched thing. But we're gonna keep an eye on this and see what takes place. This is your boy D Mac. You know what I say. Sticks and stones can break your bones, but the word can always heal you. I'm out.